18 when I married him and left. Never went back too much, except maybe once or twice a year for, you know. So I just really lost
Contact.
Yeah, I always had a good mother, was just a saint out of this world. You know, I could wash dishes or leave them or clean or no demands at all.
Oh, she didn't demand nothing.
Very kind, very good. You know, whatever I achieved was good enough, maybe too good.
And Mr. Lynn, he don't.
I just didn't.
You
You
know,
know,
he
and I said my own, but now Daddy, I was scared to death of him, just like you know. And he never touched me. Never got no spankings. He didn't believe in spanking. He didn't have to. He could just, that voice and the statue and knowing that he meant it, you weren't going to put him to the test. Whatever he said was law and gospel. He, like he said, I am still the glue of this house.
Oh, yeah, he do that.
With all the authority in the world. So everyone just kind of creeped back from the corner, you know, and wait till he got out, and then it started up again. But I find myself, because I spend a lot of time by myself, reminiscing and trying to think of the good things, you know. And I remember Mother saying, you know, you got an hour off for lunch, we lived in town, you walked home to eat lunch, you walked back. Okay, it was raining. I mean, in Prescott, Arkansas, it rains, it floods. And I can see 1,000 times my daddy in the old leather jacket because it repelled rain. They always wore a hat and it was turned down in such a way that the rain, you know,
Come on.
hit the leather jacket, but he was just sopping wet. And of course, the bottom khakis was wet. But Mother fixed a lunch because they couldn't come home for lunch. It was raining. He walked to town, carried them their lunch, and that's an act of love. See, I'm trying to
He
find.
never drove, he never owned a car.
Oh, they walked everywhere. We walked everywhere. But now,
He brought you your lunch?
not me, Louise.
Oh, because you were still at home.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
He
I
took
see,
them their lunch.
I hear the tales, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not remembering the bad things.
Yeah.
There's enough bad.
But you
going
remember
on.
him
I
taking
remember
them
the
their
good
lunch.
things that I, you know, saw about him and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I'm just trying to bring up, you know, the good things. And Mama, she never said much, but it's all she kind of just a little bit. And I remember Grace. If they can live with it, I can live without it. You know, if they can live with it, you know, I guess because that's all Daddy did was cow trade, tear down houses,
Well, like
sell
Greg said,
land, sell
he never
lumber,
paid
sell-
his social security,
Never had a
never
regular
drawn
job,
anything.
did
He never paid any income tax, he never,
The government didn't know he existed.
that's right. He never paid a, yeah.
And there was never any anxiety or feeling sorry for yourself. Mother, maybe you had to sew everything. You couldn't go buy nothing. You know, some people in the country ordered it from Sears and Roebuck catalog, but we never did. There was no ordering. You know, we just made a dress every so often. But she never complained, you know, and he never complained, and we always
And he bought all the groceries, she never bought nothing. She
never
never
set
went in a
foot in a
grocery
grocery
She
store.
didn't.
She never went in a grocery store.
He went to the.
Really?
And he would have to carry
As far as I know, Miss
big old
Brenda
sack of
never
flour,
went in a
10
grocery
pound or
store.
15 pound
amazing.
sack of flour on his shoulder.
He
you know.
would, and she
Broad
always had
shoulders,
3 meals a
walking
day.
home,
and
and
just, yeah.
He walked the town about 10 times a day, and I bring some flour.
And he'd bring the groceries home.
Just-
And it was coming like 1 or 2 miles to town?
Oh, no.
No, it wasn't.
No.
But it was just a good little stretch.
Half mile, huh?
Oh,
Hey.
okay, so
Probably
still.
about
What,
half a
about
mile.
half a mile?
Yeah, but
But he, but he would walk miles. I mean, because he would walk.
Because he's back and forth.
Everywhere.
Oh, he
He
bring,
walked a lot of
one
miles.
half sack of flour, yeah, on his shoulder.
Yeah, he walked a lot of miles
Yeah.
because he walked everywhere he went.
That was the only mode of transportation.
so if you had to live your lives over again, what for each of you? What are 1 or 2 things that you would change or do differently? If you knowing what you know now.
Did you get John?
Both of them.
Where would you go that you have to live?
I'm not much of a traveler.
I was gonna say. I knew she was gonna say that. I knew she was gonna say that.
That's one part that I
I
had
know
not
where you'd like
Daddy.
to go.
Daddy never wanted to go anywhere. Now, Mother might want to go somewhere, someone's going somewhere, but not Daddy. He was content to stay right
Stay
there.
right there and trust you.
I don't think he did come down here, you know, when he had that cow over there Grand Champion to Fort Worth, Houston, Louisiana, Memphis, Tennessee. But that was all of his going right
That's all his
there.
travel.
He was perfect.
No, I am
What would you do differently?
Different?
Yeah, what, you know, knowing now what you know, what how would you
He would
would
have
you like to
stopped
do?
with Vicky.
What's that? What's
He
that?
would have stopped after you.
That's true.
You know good and well, that's not true.
I think I would have been, and I never was all that impatient, but yes, I was, because, you know, I just thought, we're gonna have a perfect marriage, perfect this, perfect that. And I would not be as, and I wasn't too demanding either. We didn't have to,
So not demanding.
but, you know, do y'all know one rule that we always had that y'all probably don't remember? Okay, no dishes, Coke bottles, sink, put them in the sink. You know, you don't have to wash dishes, you don't have to clean the house, you don't have to do this, but dirty dishes don't scatter all over the house, they go in the sink. Y'all don't remember that?
Yeah, yeah,
They go in the sink.
yeah.
You didn't,
Y'all
you
remember
didn't leave
that?
that.
No trash in the yard.
And we didn't, now that one I do, now that one I do remember.
in the
We did not throw trash down in the
yard.
yard, now that one I do remember. No trash in the yard, you did not put trash down in the yard.
You didn't eat the car.
Right.
And that's,
Really?
yeah, those two things I remember.
His car's blank.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
That seemed wrong.
yes.
No,
No trash in the yard, I mean, you just didn't, I
Well,
mean,
you
not
had
even an
five
orange
kids and the
peel.
school books and the,
And we would eat oranges all the time, but you didn't drop your orange peel down in the yard.
I think I went to the doctor one time and they said, these kids need a lot of.
We were
I don't know how they
neat
did
as a
it,
yard.
they sure do. But I don't know how they did it, but they did.
That's funny.
They were good kids.
Makes
We'd
me
take
sad
all
to look
five
at
of them to a cafe and they'd sit there and behave themselves. Or we went to somebody's house, you got to ask me anything unless,
I said, if y'all hungry,
yeah.
you come and tell me and we'll leave and we'll go to the McDonald's. We'll go eat.
We were well-behaved children,
I remember that we, you know, we all be
extraordinarily
quiet.
well-behaved children.
Y'all went to everything, it's the point, I had a doctor's
How?
appointment.
All five of them. Because you had
And we're,
And we would
there's
just,
nowhere else for them
and
to
we
go.
would just sit there,
and it wasn't that I threatened you. They did, they did threaten.
So Daddy, would you, is there anything for you that you do differently?
Well, probably, Tim, I'd have preferred not to have been gone like I was, when y'all were gone like that, and, but I didn't have much of a choice, you know, I would have,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd have changed it, you
Yeah.
know, I would have preferred to had a different occupation, but I didn't have an education, I didn't have
Did you ever feel like you sort of, you know, missed out not being able to go to college? You know, it wasn't really an option.
well,
Back then, it wasn't all that
no,
necessary.
Not a big deal.
And it's not that necessary anyway. I mean, you live and you breathe and you do and you make a living and you do and it doesn't take all that much money.
Yeah.
I don't think, yeah.
You know, back when
You can get by with.
if you didn't have,
much money.
when I got
If you're
to school, 46, if you didn't have money, you couldn't borrow money like you do now.
Yeah,
They didn't have no such thing as student loan, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you either had the money or you,
Went to work.
or you didn't go.
Yeah.
The people like Jack Visor, people like that, people had enough money to send them to school. That's the only ones that went to college.
Yeah.
you either had it or you didn't, if you
Yeah,
didn't,
that's
there was no option.
Who put the importance of higher education onto your kids? Because in my family, it's not there. Most families, it's hit or miss.
I think
But even though
I
you
think I
never,
probably was the
Pat
one.
did.
you
But
said
I
college.
learned at an early age, you know. Of course, he was gone most of the time. So the clothes had to be hung on the clothes line. They had to run down to the washateria and wash those clothes. The cooking had to take place and this had to take place. And I put the importance of get your homework, you know, y'all immediately came in and I
Books is
cleared the
always
table of the
important.
sewing, and,
Yeah.
you know, but that was the sewing table, the study hall table,
But I think you always, books though, I mean, I don't, you know.
I
don't
didn't force
so
it
much,
down,
yeah,
but
but just
kinda
the books.
encourage
Don't you think
that,
that's what you would say?
I
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know why we were high achievers, because you didn't put demands on us. You
No.
didn't say, you've gotta make all A's, you know.
Now, y'all did get $1 for every A.
$2, we got $2 for every A.
Okay.
No, you got $2 for all A's.
Persian.
You got $2 for all A's is what we got.
Right, but I think.
Where did we lose that
books,
tradition?
though, you
You
can
know, having books around.
books, you know, the fact, because I don't know that, like,
Well,
maybe me being the oldest, I don't know
I
when I
bought-
went into
I
other
bought the
people's
encyclopedia.
homes that so much about books, you know, but I just
Yeah.
know that books,
We had a lot of
you
books
know,
around.
you instill that
Love of reading.
love of reading, the love
Yeah.
of
Well, Mother read
books.
y'all.
My gosh, I can get all 5 of y'all in
She
the bed at the
read
same
it.
time.
Yeah.
We're not gonna take a nap, but we sure are gonna read this book.
Right.
This is a good
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
And
remember
before you know it,
that,
they just sleeping.
you know, and I think that books makes you,
So actually, she was hurt, yeah.
you know,
Love learning.
love